It's cute.
Well, it's $5, so there you go.
$5, yeah.
Okay, guys, we are back again, and we are on vacation. And today, we traveled around Vancouver Island, and we hit up thrift stores along the way. And I'll give you a rundown of what we found. These are the finds for today. I think we probably hit up about 5 thrift stores. So, and then there was one antique store that we stopped at as well. So, pretty good day of thrifting. So the first item that we found was this, and I think I showed in another video, I believe it says EPBM on it. So, but then it says base plate. But as you guys know from the last video, if you look closely, there should be a sterling silver mark right there. So that's Burke's sterling silver. So this was $2.99, and I hunted all over the thrift store trying to find the matched pair, but unfortunately this was the only one there. So I picked that one up. And then there was another thrift store next door, and these were sitting on a shelf. They didn't have a price, so I asked the guy at the store, and he said, I believe he said $40, and then I offered him $30, and he took it, and he said they're only silver plate. But then if you look closely there, you will see the left facing lion. So those are sterling silver, probably worth around $85 for the set. So those are the first finds. And then this one is kind of unique. It's a figure of Winston Churchill, and it's right after World War II. So I'm going to say this is a folk art piece. It looks like he's made out of paper mache, and he's got some documents in his hands. I believe that one talks about the end of World War II, and there's something rolled up in that hand. But yeah, I stopped at another thrift store, and the lady was just putting it out, and I asked her how much she wanted for it, and she was like, well, let me look it up. So she took a picture of it, but the only images that came up were of like a Winston Churchill doll, not something that's like authentic and antique like this. So she priced it at $20, and I believe this will be the find of the day. I think it's worth around $150 to $200, just based on compared listings for folk art and trench art from the time. But it's one of those things, it's kind of like a toss-up. Like, I don't know how much it's going to sell for. I can list it on eBay, and then it can just stay on eBay, and hopefully I'll start high, probably around 200, and then just see if I can find a buyer for it. But yeah, really cool vintage World War II piece. Very unexpected. And then this was the third item. This was at the Antiques Mall, and it, as you can see, it was $5, and it's vintage pin cushion, and it's made of silk, and kind of mid-century, so probably from around the 50s or 60s, but I just thought it was neat, and for $5, I couldn't really go wrong with that. I think I'll probably list for around 30 to 40. And then Jillian found this because when we were coming in today, we were on the BC, or when we were coming in for the vacation, we were on the BC ferries. So just a travel mug for the BC ferries. So that'll come in handy on our trip. Anyways, that's everything so far. I think we might hit up some more thrift stores as we go, and I'll give you guys an update. But yeah, I'm gonna try and list a few things while I'm here, and maybe this will sell when I'm on vacation, and I can just ship it out before I go back. But yeah, thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll update you guys if I find anything else. Bye for now. Okay, we are back, and we are in the middle of nowhere in God's country. And Jillian's happy because we're probably going to get kidnapped, or...
I'll drive away. He'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll start over.
So I'm going to go look around. It's there's a whole bunch of signs that said antiques. So naturally I swerved off the road and almost got into an accident. So I'm going to go look around and see if I find anything. If I do, I'll let you guys know. Okay, guys, we are back from our trip out west. And... so we are on Vancouver Island, and we were there for a week. Just we ended up renting a van and just driving around the island. And along the way, I stopped at some antique stores and thrift stores and kind of did some shopping. So I'll show you everything that we found this week, and I'll give you a rundown of everything. But in total for this, and then there's this jacket over here, we spent $140. So not too bad. There was a lot of people that were, you could tell were pickers that were, you know, in the thrift stores like every day. But I managed to find a few things. I think I have more luck actually in my town of Sarnia than we did out there. But yeah, so here are the finds. I think I showed you this in the first video. These were the sterling silver candle holders. You can see the left facing lion there, barely. But there's two of those. These were $30. And the guy actually said that they were silver plated. So he didn't even know that they were sterling silver, and he still charged $30 for them. But I would say they're probably worth around $60 to $80. So I picked those up. This was at a thrift store for $2.99, and it's a Burke's sterling silver candle holder. So probably worth around $30 to $40. These two bowls I was hoping were uranium glass, but they're not uranium glass. So I'll probably just try to sell them for what I paid, so $16 to maybe $20, and probably just on Marketplace. And we'll see if they sell. This was a cool find. This was I don't think I showed this in the last video. It's a Victorian era pencil. It is gold filled, but it's got a stamp with the letters on it on the back. I think it says IRS. But that was $3 at the thrift store, and it's probably worth around $30 to $40. So that was a decent buy. This is a 1950s figurine. It was $4. I'll probably ask around $50 on eBay. There's a few of the sold listings were around $60 to $80. This is another 1950s item, and it was $4, and it's Raupo. So that's probably around $40 to $60. But I'll probably list it locally as well for around $25. And then back here is a vintage pin cushion. I'll probably ask around $25 for that. That was $5. And then this, the Winston Churchill kind of like folk art item, was $20. And I have that listed for $149.99 right now. And we'll just see if it sells. It's something that I'm just going to put in the cabinet and store away for a bit. There was this small home sign. I just picked it up because I thought it was cool. I think it's made of like acrylic, and it does have lights on it. I'll see if I can turn them on. There you go. So I thought that was kind of cool. I'll probably list that locally for around 20. And then behind it we have the scale, and that was $14.95. And it is made in India. Like, it's probably fairly modern, but still worth more than what I paid. I think I'll probably get around, I don't know, 40 to 50 for it. And then this set of bookends was $10, and they are Victorian era. You can kind of tell. They look kind of like a Gothic church almost. So that's kind of how I'm going to market them. Really cool antique set. And I thought for $10, I'll probably get around 50 to 60 for them. And last but not least was this. Jillian actually found this, and it's a 2002 Roots jacket, like a team jacket. And this was $30, and I've seen compared listings for around $200 to $250 on eBay. So we're gonna list that probably around 200 mark and just see if we get any bites. But yeah, that is it for the trip out west. We spent $140 total on everything, and I'll probably make over $500 if everything sells. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated as things sell, and I'll get back to you. I'll show you some listings at the end here. But yeah, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye for now.